Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our beautiful coverage with Big Wave Media. My name is OC1 and I am so stoked to be here with you all. We are on the shores of these sacred waters. I'm talking about Honaunau Bay. We got tourists lined up all over these rocks checking this out because today we got a special event for you all at home. We've got the Hawai'i Island Paddle Sports Association Championship race. We got big smiles from a bunch of our paddlers. We got them all heading down to the water. They're gonna have to traverse this very tricky shoreline to get out to the start line. Once they get to the start line, you better believe we've got two different divisions going. That means we've got two different starts today. Before I get ahead of myself, I just wanted to let you know, thank you again for joining us here for our live stream coverage. We've had some amazing sponsors help bring this production right to your device. We've got paddlers going all over the place, getting those canoes over these rocks and into that ocean, getting ready for a big race today. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the culminating race from 6 races with the Hawai'i Island Paddle Sports Association. There's my big man Mark going on over with his canoe. He's got it coming over the rocks. And the big news here today is that they are going to be giving away championship prizes. These paddlers have been pushing it for all season since early January. Every race comes with a certain amount of point totals, and they're going to calculate it all today and give out prizes for our top division winners. Like we said earlier, this race is even bigger than just the final rankings. We're talking about the races within the races. We're talking about the strokes within the strokes. We're talking about everything that goes into this beautiful sport of outrigger canoe paddling. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you better believe we got that patented, buttery, smooth drone footage up in the sky right now, bringing it to you live from Honaunau Bay. This is a sacred site with history that goes back generations beyond canoe paddling. We're talking about ancient Hawaiian history here. These waters right here, they bring with them some powerful mana, some powerful energy, and we're gonna get a chance to talk to some of the people who brought it here together for you all. We've got a coach joining us at the end of our production today. We got some keiki going around with their spears. They're getting ready to bring fish home for their mamas and their papas. Way to go, boys, good job. They're looking sharp, they're ready to go, and you can see right now that patented, buttery, smooth, silky drone footage. You're seeing all those canoes. Now, the tricky part about this channel out here is at Honaunau, you need to know the waters. Otherwise, you are gonna run your canoe into the rocks. And as you can see, pretty much all paddlers are going out from the boat ramp, making an S-turn out over and through this little course area so they can get to the start line. We got eyes in the sky. We've got Big Wave Media with West Hawaii Surf Shots, and they're bringing you that drone footage. We've got our wonderful, special, talented, independent filmmaker, Miss Leah Lucine Carey here on head production, making sure that all of these details are ready for you all. So thanks for joining us here on our coverage of the Hawai'i Island Paddle Sports Association Championship race. Let's just take a moment and take in this beautiful drone footage. Now, right on the outside of that reef right there, you'll notice this race is not just for OC1's individual paddlers. It's not just for OC2, our two-person canoes, which we've discussed before. We've also got a prone board there. That's the fellow on his tummy paddling all the way just with his paws. No paddles on that one. Now, they're still making it to the same start line, and there's going to be 2 divisions in the race today. There's going to be a short course and a long course. all of these racers self-selected for the race that they chose here. Some of them are doing the short course, which is just a mere 8 miles from this point and back again. Our long course racers are racing 11, close to 12 miles into Kealakekua Bay. And they're gonna go push it all the way towards Kealakekua Bay, make a turn near the Captain Cook Monument, and then race all the way back. Now, I had an opportunity, a blessed opportunity, to join in on our Pule Kako and listen in and hear that team meeting that is oh so important before any of these racers get on the water. One big thing to look out for is that there is a gap in the rocks on the way home. A gap in those rocks. At high tide, you can catch that gap. At low tide, like we're experiencing right now, it has been advised that nobody shoots that gap. We're gonna see at the tail end of this race if all of the racers heed that warning from Miss Janae Green, the coach down here at Keoa Honaunau Canoe Club. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gearing up. We're starting to see the paddlers make their way into formation. We're gonna see a jet ski out there in the lineup as well. That jet ski is gonna push back anybody who's going too far in front of the line, and they're gonna make sure that this start is clean. The only tricky thing is, like I've mentioned before, once those canoes get in the water, this race is pretty much on. You gotta start looking for your position. You have to start figuring out exactly where your line will lead from. It takes an intense amount of effort to be able to find your spot, paddle strong from the beginning, and then settle into a comfortable pace so you can do the race the best you can. Now, all of these racers out here today are guaranteed to bring their top performance because these paddlers have been paddling all season, dialing in their technique, dialing in their runs, dialing in their cardio and their nutrition to make sure they can bring their best race here down for the Hawai'i Island Paddle Sports Association Championship race. Now, our drone is lingering right there above that beautiful blue water. We're gonna bring that back to you all in just a moment, but I wanted to take a moment and tell you about these sacred waters. This is not just a part of the ocean that we're looking at. This is a powerful spot next to an even more sacred spot on land. We're right tucked next to Pu'uhonua o Honaunau. That is a city of refuge for the ancient Hawaiians here. A place of second chances, a place of rebirth. Now, it is beautiful and meaningful and poetic that directly about 200 yards away, we're seeing this beautiful, iconic Keoa Honaunau Canoe Club right here as they continue to reinvigorate our community with a strong passion for paddling. Now, I am so excited because like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna get a chance to link up with our coach from Keoa Canoe Club, and Janae Green will be joining us later today if she's not too pooped after her race so that she can join us and tell us a little bit more about this canoe club and this space. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to see those beautiful canoes. Every paddler has a different style. Every paddler has a different paddle, a different canoe. Even the same canoe between two different paddlers is a unique experience to each paddler. We're starting to see them in all different directions as they start to figure out where the line actually is and how to make sure that their spot is good to go. No paddler wants to be caught all the way in the back unless that actually is their strategy. So each paddler is a little bit different. We got our Kiki in the house. I see you, Reese. Way to go, big boy. He's having a snack. He's checking out the race. We got people all over. We got a bunch of tourists on the rocks right here. They are covered in oil, and it looks like they are ready to get in the water and get a first-person view of the start of this race. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm OC Juan. I'm here with the best production team in the business. That's Big Wave Media Hawaii, here to bring you the start and the exciting conclusion of the Hawai'i Island Paddle Sports Association Championship race. Now we see everyone start to line up. I'm still seeing a line of paddlers make their way across those sacred waters. They are right outside that city of refuge, that Pu'uhonua o Honaunau, and they are getting ready for that horn start. Now here's a little tip for our viewers at home. Now, those racers are going to hear two different starts. You will see two different starts, two wave starts. The first group of paddlers that go on the first horn start, they are our long distance paddlers. That's the long distance paddlers going all 12 miles there and back. The paddlers that are holding back, they are actually getting ready to participate in the short course. So the short course is our second horn. First horn is going to be for our long course paddlers. Paddlers have been choosing their races all season. We tally up their points and we will have a series of championship winners after all 6 HIPA races. We're going to see what it looks like over here. I heard from our coach that we're going to have a delicious spread provided by Keoa Canoe Club, so keep an eye out for that as well. Your host might get a little plate, which I'm very excited about, and you better believe we're going to be taking care of our production team. They are hot, they are sweaty, and they're bringing you the hot canoe coverage. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for joining us here on our live stream production of our canoe paddling here on Hawaii Island. I'm starting to see that line form. I'm starting to see the paddlers make their way towards the front. The paddlers that you see pushed a little bit further back there on the right-hand side of your screen, they're not as ready for the race. They will have a 5-minute pause. That's going to give 5 minutes for our long course racers to start. Then 5 minutes later, we're going to get a second horn start for our short course paddlers. We got a lot of exciting energy. I will tell you, this boat ramp was filled with energy from people all over. We just saw an exciting keiki race finish up at the same spot, slightly shorter, but those keiki were working their tails off, ladies and gentlemen. So we're excited to bring you the exciting adult coverage here today. We're starting to see that line form up, which means this race is almost ready to get started. Now, as we've mentioned before, there is huge differences between our different watercrafts out there. We've spoken about our prone boards where our paddlers will be on their tummy. We've talked about OC2 canoes, which we're going over right now. That's the 2-person canoes that you'll be able to see fairly easily. But another nuanced difference is the difference between our OCs, our outrigger canoes, which do have a rudder and foot pedals to maneuver, and our V1s. Those are canoes that are bare butt naked on the bottom. They have no rudder, and those paddlers have to be mindful of every single stroke. We're starting to zoom out. We're starting to see that line form. That top paddlers you see on the left-hand side of your screen, those are our long course paddlers. I'm starting to see a jet ski make its way on over, which means this race is almost underway. I am on the edge of my seat because I just love a good canoe race. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us. We also want to give a huge mahalo to our sponsors here. Those of you who are watching live, we give you a huge mahalo. If you want to join our Dream Believer status, we will also make sure we've got those links on our pause screens once we're out of range, as well as our descriptions. We'll also get a moment to give a huge shout out to Pericles Psychotherapy. That's a Maine-based relationship therapist. So thank you for your sponsorship. Meredith Osbill, we give you a huge mahalo as well. You all are what help keep this production and this dream alive of bringing live canoe coverage right to your device. We're starting to see those paddlers get coiled up. They're starting to take those few extra strokes towards the front. Nobody wants to be towards the back. Some people want to be towards the inside. Some people want to be towards the outside. But look at that beautiful lineup. I will say, I don't know if it's the drone keeping everyone honest, but that race is on, baby. We are off and we are starting that race. Those are our long course racers jockeying for position, going from the right hand side of your screen to the left hand side of your screen. You can see beautiful, iconic, sacred Honaunau Bay right behind them. And what you can see right over here is those paddlers starting to make wakes, make moves towards that initial turn buoy. Now we will lose these racers in a little bit. They're going to get out of coverage once they turn on the first buoy into Kealakekua Bay. That's going to take them a few miles away. Then they're going to turn back around and check out a finish line. This will be a little bit over an hour for these racers. Our short course have not started the race yet. Everyone you see on the screen right now are our long course racers. We see all sorts of canoes. We see all sorts of strokes. At this point, most racers are paddling strong, paddling hard, and probably paddling a little bit faster than they're used to. When you're lined up next to 80 other paddlers, it's hard not to just go ahead and paddle as hard as you can. But what you're starting to see in the front of our pack, oh, and there's Janae Green, our coach. She's going to be joining us a little bit later today. Now, what you're going to start seeing is these paddlers cannot keep that same intensity for the whole race. We're talking about over an hour race. What they will start seeing is a genuine slow down into a comfortable pace that they can keep all day long. They're moving their body. Oh, that's a nice stroke right up there. Our drone is getting some real good stuff right there. Yeah, look at that big movement, swinging the body all the way to the front. When they feel a little bump, and that's a little wave action or a little current, you might start seeing them push a little bit more and settle back in. Whoa, we see an ama flying. That's style. Oh, that's my coach. That's my coach at Kel. That's Chase. Chase, you go, boy. Now he's in a V1 canoe, and our drone is locked in on him. Now that man's got a pretty stroke. You see it's big, it's long, it's strong, and every single stroke matters. He's got that patched up V1. He actually does the repairs himself, and he's got it moving right there. Our drone is starting to cycle its way back right now because you can start seeing that lineup, and that is our short course racers. So our short course racers are getting all lined up. They're ready to go because within those 5 minutes, they are now starting their race. We're hearing a lot of excitement on the water, and that tells me that this second wave has started the race as well. We can expect these racers to push with a little more pressure, push with a little more pace, because they are going about 4 miles less than our long course racers. So this will be a pretty intense race, and we're going to be excited to bring you the dramatic finish back here at Honaunau Bay, these sacred waters. Ladies and gentlemen, I can already feel it. I got chicken skin. We got people all over hooting and hollering for their paddlers of choice. We've got a bunch of snorkelers in the water here. I'm honestly not too sure what they're up to, but maybe they're just enjoying the water today, which is also okay. Now, back to our drone footage. We're still seeing OC2s, we're seeing one-man canoes, and we're seeing a whole lot of action. When you're in the middle of all that action, it is hard to find your line. My producer's got a little sly smile because she knows that when I'm in charge of moving the canoe, I get in some really weird lineups. So it's up to each individual to find what makes sense to them. Oh, is that yellow canoe right there? Oh, that's someone else. I thought that was one of our Dream Believer sponsors that will be joining us a little bit later today, hopefully, on an awesome coverage announcement. Oh, we see 3 people right there working right off each other. Our drones are keeping an eye on that. Looks like we got some junior paddlers, and they're already going stroke for stroke with another OC2. Now, I've mentioned it before, and I will say it again. I actually think that these paddlers are going to be stroke for stroke for a lot of that race. Oh, look at that beautiful coverage right there. There is no sight better to me than seeing canoes all over this water. It gets my heart pumping, it gets my blood moving, and it is just a beautiful sight. We got some more junior va'a paddlers, and they're making some good movements. We got some keiki checking out our production crew over here. Big mahalo to our keiki, because we love seeing the kids. It's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we've got a pretty exciting race here, and it's already unfolding. These racers are going to have to keep a steady pace. If you blow it all too early, then at the end of that race, you will not get a chance to finish as strong as you possibly can. Now, back to what I was mentioning in the very beginning. I wanted to give a huge mahalo to Big Wave Media in partnership with West Hawaii Surf Shots for bringing you this buttery, smooth drone footage. That's our main man, Spikey. Spikey and his boy was just set up right next to our production crew right here. And now that canoe is on the water. That's an old school wave blade right there. That's old school. You can tell by the shape of the yakos. They're a little more funky, not as dialed in, but I will say those two are dialing in their stroke because they're moving that thing. We got a bunch of people checking out our production, which is awesome. Shakas to you all. You might even check the drone coverage. If you guys want to see the live coverage, even down here in our tent, we've got live coverage links all over the place. Share it with your friends. Share it with your enemies. Tell them what you love and what you don't love so we can keep bringing it to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, huge mahalo for joining us here down at Honaunau Bay. Look at that beautiful drone footage. Huge mahalo to West Hawaii Surf Shots. Oh, and I'm back on the screen. You caught me peeking. You saw me looking at that drone footage. Ladies and gentlemen, I am stoked about it. Woohoo, man. Now, I just wanted to give y'all again a huge mahalo for joining me here. I'm OC Juan with the best production crew in the business. We are honored, we are stoked, and we are blessed to be able to bring you all the best canoe coverage on this side of Hawaii Island. Now, big mahalo to our sponsors. We're going to take a small break from our canoe paddlers here just because they've gotten out of our range. We are still building capacity to make sure we cover the entirety of this race. If you yourself want to help sponsor this dream and help bring it to more people's devices, you can go ahead and support our links in the description. Heck, if you got no cash to spend, that's minor. Neither do we. You can just subscribe and make sure you let your friends know about this production. Or heck, like I said earlier, share with your enemies. Give them something long to watch. Now, we want to make sure we keep this up so we can keep sharing it with all the people that want to check it out. We love canoe paddling. We love the ocean. We're starting to see that drone make its way back, that patented drone make its way back. They're going to be catching up with these racers in just a little bit more as we start catching up with our racers finishing up this race. We'll make sure we keep an eye on the dramatic finish here. We've got the best production crew on this side of the island. We've got a delicious kitchen cooking up some food for a paina after this race. And like I mentioned earlier, we got tourists lined up all over these rocks. They're covered in oil and they're ready for some ocean time as well. Now, I just wanted to take one moment, if it's okay with the production crew. I wanted to give knuckles to some keikis right here who are checking out our crew. Big mahalo, knuckles to our keiki. Yes, sir. These guys are awesome. They're here all day with their ohana. They're checking out our production, and we appreciate you all so much, guys. Thank you very much for joining us here on Big Wave Media Hawaii and our production of the Hawaii Island Paddle Sports Association Championship Race. We'll catch up with you all in just a few. We're going to take a small break here and we will be back to share some more information about these sacred waters. Thank you and hoiva! And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited to bring you this beautiful canoe footage. My name is OC1 and I'm here with the best production crew on this side of the island. We got these rocks stuffed with people. Some of them are here just to swim, but a lot of them are here to check out this canoe classic that's unfolding right along the shoreline. We're here along Honaunau Bay, these sacred waters, right in the shadow of Pu'uhonua o Honaunau. Beautiful piece of the ocean, historic part of Hawaii. We will have some more folks on the screen to talk about this later, but right now we wanted to check in with you all, our viewers, and let you know we have been frantically working behind the scenes to make sure we get updates on all our paddlers here today. We had an exciting start to our race here. We had a 2-wave start. The first wave was our long course racers. We're gonna catch up with them a little bit later on. But going 8 miles up our coastline, we've got our short course racers, and they are making their way up the shoreline. They're gonna turn on a buoy and they are going to start making their way back to this finish line. We're gonna make sure we keep an eye on as many racers as possible. I got all my official documentation here so I can make sure I call out as many of you all beautiful paddlers as I possibly can, because we here at Big Wave Media, we support canoe paddling and we love the ocean. So we love that you all are joining us here on this journey. Now, like I mentioned, this journey would be impossible without help from our Dream Believer donors. Huge mahalos to Pericles Psychotherapy. That's a Maine-based relationship therapist, and they help cover the cost of our satellite internet so you can actually check out this live stream silky smooth from wherever you are, broadcast live from here on the shoreline. Huge mahalo to Meredith Osbill for supporting us, our very first donor. We do not forget about that. If you yourself want to make sure that you can support what we're doing here, anyone here at the beach who's listening to me right now, I see you over there, Uncle. I got eyes on you. You can check out our live stream link. It's right on our tent right now. You can click that, or you can go ahead and check out our YouTube site. We're in production partnership with West Hawaii Surf Shots. They're putting this together for us. They're putting together the production means. You can also get an opportunity to donate to us. We've got switchboards we had to purchase, our drones we had to purchase. Heck, we've even got Starlink over here to make sure we've got the best coverage anywhere on the island. We've got additional supplies that we've been putting out for. So if you yourself want to be a part of this journey, you believe in this dream of bringing buttery smooth canoe paddling to anyone's device, you could join us. You could donate to our Venmo page that's gonna go up right after I finish yapping on about all this good stuff here, and that's gonna be on our pause screen. We're gonna take a small pause on our screen in just a moment as we gather all of our ducks in a line, put all of our feathers down, and we start getting that buttery smooth drone back in the sky as we start seeing all of these paddlers make their way around this point and to this finish line over here. You see a lot of tourists here. They're all kind of covering up our finish line a little bit, but boy, oh boy, do they look good. They're showering themselves off with water. They're covered in oil. They're taking some beautiful photographs over here. Everyone is taking in Honaunau Bay. But the kings and queens of this bay today are our canoe paddlers. Those canoe paddlers are going to come around this point here. We have been advised at the Pule from the very beginning by Coach Janae Green not to shoot the gap between the rocks. It is a tempting spot to shoot. On high tide, you'll probably make it. on low tide like it is right now, there is a high possibility that we will be losing some of those canoes. So I'm hoping that all those canoe paddlers heed that warning and go around the point so we can capture their beautiful finish. We expect some dramatic battles. We already saw some canoes going stroke for stroke from the very beginning. Our short course is going 8 miles. Our long course is going 12 miles. This is our championship race for the Hawaii Island Paddle Sports Association. Now, myself, I'm gonna take a small break here and I'm gonna stop talking and let you all just gather your snacks, gather your drinks, get yourself ready, because the next time we get on screen, we will be bringing you the dramatic finish of our short course. We've already got some shout outs to some of our racers. Big shout out in our chat. Cool boy, you're getting some shout outs in the chat. He's been racing that short course novice course. Now these are his waters. He's a paddler here at Keoa Honaunau Canoe Club. So this guy knows these waters. We can expect him to have a pretty dynamite finish. Anything can happen in the water. We've got our team broadcasting and looking to see what exactly is going on. But like I mentioned just before, the next time you see us on screen, we will be bringing you the dramatic finish to the championship race. So make sure you stay tuned, keep an eye, and support our dream here. Ladies and gentlemen, you could support us by subscribing. You can support us by sending it to your auntie and your uncle and letting them know what's going on. Whoa, hey now, this just in, we have gotten another shout out in our chat. Let's go Leonala, let's go Noriko, let's go Miley Brown. And Parker, you are getting a shout out too. You got people watching from all over, checking in and making sure that you all know that we appreciate what you do on the ocean. So we appreciate our paddlers, we appreciate our viewers and our sponsors, and we hope you all continue to join us here on this beautiful, special journey. Like I said, we're gonna get ourselves together. We're gonna get ourselves all ready for this finish, but we will be back as soon as possible. So please don't go anywhere just yet. I'm OC Juan, and I'll be back with you all for the finish to the Keoa Championship race. Hoi wa'a. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. As promised right before our break right here, my name is OC Juan, and we are here to bring you the exciting, dramatic finish to the Honaunau race here at Keoa Canoe Club. We got the drone back in the sky. They're searching the waters, they're searching the ocean, and they are keeping an eye out for our short course finishers who are working that course here today for the Hawaii Island Paddle Sports Association Championship race. These paddlers have been racing a series of 6 different races from Keoho to Kauai to Hilo Bay, and now down to Honaunau Bay to earn points and participate in this championship series. At the end of this race, we will find out who were the winners, who was the top of each division. But in reality, the most important thing today is the race that's happening on that ocean. We got paddlers paddling amongst each other. We've got paddlers paddling stroke for stroke, trying to find their line, trying to get just a little bit of a press on their competition. Now, a lot of paddlers will tell you, canoe paddling is a mental game. It looks like the kind of thing you can muscle. Heck, a lot of these paddlers got big, huge muscles, but this is more of a mental game we are talking about here. You've got to keep your mind steady, keep your heart rate low so you can make it throughout the entire race. We've got 2 different divisions going on, and our drone is, trust me, it's up in the sky right now. They are searching for racers as we speak because there's 2 divisions going on. We've got our first division coming in, our short course racers, and we've got our long course racers. They'll be finishing right after them. You'll be able to take a look at these historic waters. Now, Keoa Canoe Club, the official sponsor of today's race in partnership with Hawai'i Island Paddle Sports Association, they've been here for over 50 years. That's established in 1974. So when you see that hale, when you see that canoe halau, please know that it comes from generations of effort and support. Now, Keoa Canoe Club is actually a spiritual successor to Honaunau Canoe Club, which was here even in the early 1900s. So we've got some traditional, iconic canoes here. But today, we're talking about our OC1, OC2, and other surf craft vessels. They're coming in hot. They're coming in for the finish. And speaking about hot and finishing, us here at our production team could not get this production off the ground with our awesome sponsors. So big, huge mahalo to those of you that support what we do so we can bring you all what we all love to watch, which is canoe paddling right here from that beautiful Honaunau Bay. Look at that buttery smooth drone footage coming on in. You might even sneak a peek of your production team here. We got the best production team in the business, but we've also got the best sponsors in the business. So huge mahalo again to Pericles Psychotherapy, huge mahalo to Meredith Osbill, and a brand new huge mahalo to our newest Dream Believer sponsor, just joining us here for this stream, Pauahi Auto. Huge, huge mahalo for all that you did to make sure we could keep this production going. We could not do it without Dream Believer donors like yourself. Now, just right over my right-hand shoulder, we got our production crew bringing in that drone right now. We brought it up to see if we can see any of those racers coming in. We did not spot any of those racers just yet. But right over my shoulder, you're going to see a throng of tourists, a throng of local paddlers here excited for this finish. Some of them are just excited to get in the water, but a lot of them are excited to check out these paddlers. We're going to have over 100 registered paddlers coming in to this finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, we even have another shout out here today. Now, oh yeah, this one comes from Shane Parrish. Shane Parrish is giving a huge mahalo to Shane. We're giving a huge aloha to Aurora and a big aloha to Teresa. Our chat is just lighting up right now. We've got big shout outs to our main man, Cool Boy. We had his family come on over and give us a huge mahalo for all we do here, so thank you very much. Big shout out to everyone watching at home. I got my buddy, my lifelong co-teacher partner, that's Mr. Jeff Iversley, checking out this stream. So huge mahalo for checking out this stream and let us know what we like. I got some big mahalos. You know I had to break out my gold shirt in support of Keoa Canoe Club with their beautiful red and yellow canoes. We're going to make sure we cover those later in the season. Please know that this is just the beginning of our coverage with Big Wave Media Hawaii. We're starting off here with our OC1 races. We're going to continue to build capacity, dial in our team efforts, and we're going to make sure we bring you regatta racing as well. As they say here on Hawai'i Island, you gotta regatta. We'll even get a chance to make sure we cover our long distance races. That'll be after we've got some hot races here on Kona side. We've got another 6-man race here, the Calvin Kilokilio long distance canoe race. We've got the Queen Liliuokalani canoe race that actually starts here on the men's side. So we've got some very exciting canoe coverage to bring you all here. There's a chance I myself am going to get into a canoe, which brings me so much joy and so much excitement, because anyone who's watching, anyone who's listening right now, if you have been in a canoe, you just know how good that feeling can be. When that canoe is running, when that glide is going, there is nothing better, and you feel like you can paddle all day long. We have been here all day long, making sure that we bring you all the coverage that you need to bring this action as close to your device as possible. This is not easy work. We've got our work cut out for our awesome production crew, because finding out exactly where these paddlers are and sticking with them stroke for stroke is not always easy. So we've got some top-notch professionals here. We've got our independent filmmaker, Leah Carey, right here. Also happens to be my life partner, my wife partner, and I am so grateful for her. I apologize, I made her blush. That is my fault. I will get some feedback about that after the production. Big mahalo to Mr. Brian Kispert as well with West Hawai'i Surf Shots. You can check out his coverage on his YouTube channel, West Hawai'i Surf Shots. You can even see his productions on Na Leo TV. The guy is covering all that's going on here so that we can bring these awesome ocean sports to you all. Because as you know, once you're out here, even with a stinking pair of binoculars, it is extremely difficult to get very close to this action. So we've got an eye on the sky, we've got an eye on the shoreline, and we're gonna bring that coverage right to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been going on. I'm excited. But the reality is, you all came here for one thing and one thing only. And that is our patented, silky smooth, buttery drone footage. Now, our buttery smooth drone footage is currently on land right now. We did not see any of our racers just yet. And that's okay. That means that that course is probably hot, it's probably long, and the water is just not running exactly where those paddlers wanted to go. And that's a hard thing about this course down here at Honaunau. It's sacred waters. It's beautiful waters. But sometimes this race just turns into a long, hot dig through some flat water. Now, I've experienced it myself. I've had my team get very frustrated with me when I was starting to tire out and get tuckered out there in a 6-man canoe. But in a 1-man canoe, you got no one to blame. You got no one to look towards except for yourself. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a small break here. We're going to make sure that we bring you all the racers that we want to bring. We've got some interviews coming towards you after the race. We've got our coach from Keoa Canoe Club, that's Janae Brown, who helped get ourselves settled here. Whoopsie, my production crew, they're top notch, they catch all my errors. I'm so sorry, Miss Janae. Green will be joining us here on the interview scene. We've also got some more of our amazing Dream Believer sponsors that will possibly be joining us. We've got a possibility of interviewing one of our legacy paddlers from this side of the island. She's a little shy, a little nervous, but we're trying to get them on out of their shell so they can talk to you and bring their story to you. All of our stories matter. All of our stories are important, and all of our stories come together one place. That's the ocean. So thanks for joining us here as we bring to you all this awesome ocean coverage. I'm going to take a very teeny, tiny, small break right here. We're going to make sure we dive out over there and see where our paddlers are, and we're going to make sure we bring you all the dramatic conclusion to our race. So I apologize to our long-term listeners when I said the moment I come back, we're gonna bring you all our finishers, because they're just not there yet. That means that course is hot, that course is spicy, and that course is probably tiring out some of our racers. They're gonna work their way around that point, and as soon as we see them, we're gonna make sure we bring you some coverage. We're starting to see a little bit of energy. We're starting to see some motion, and there is a chance that we have eyes on the front chase boat. If you start seeing that front chase boat, then that means that the canoe paddlers are not far behind. We're actually sending our drone right into the sky right now. We've got people checking this out live. I am sweating. It is hot, it is spicy, and boy, I love bringing you all this canoe coverage. Look at that blue sky, and look at those blue waters. Our drone operator is searching high, they're searching low, and they're trying to keep an eye on where these finishers are. Ladies and gentlemen, huge mahalo for joining us here on Big Wave Media, Hawaii's production of the Hawaii Island Paddle Sports Association Championship Race. Ooh, let me lay out for a moment. Give you all a second to appreciate that beautiful ocean side. Look at that. And I'll tell you what, that's some rugged coastline right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's some hard spots to make sure you don't stop and you make your way all the way back. We're back here in the countryside. We're down here at Honaunau, and I'll tell you what, you got some beautiful entries to the water, but besides that, it is just exposed rock all over this side of the island. You have to know where you're going. You have to know what you're doing, or there's a very good chance that you will run your canoe into the reef or into the rocks. That would be bad news for you, bad news for your canoe, but very good news for canoe builders so that they can make sure they repair your canoe for a price. We've got some awesome canoe builders actually racing out there here. We're gonna try and keep a close eye on them. We got some awesome keiki checking out our production crew right here, and we love to see it because we know that it starts as kids and you keep building up into adulthood. This is a sport you can do from when you're a child, a keiki, all the way to 80 and beyond. We got some racers in the 70 division. We had some racers earlier in our keiki division. That was a keiki race that happened earlier. But anybody on that course right now, they are actually in one of two divisions. One division is our short course, that's 8 miles, and our long course racers are on 12-mile course lines right now. And what I'm seeing right now, if I take a quick peek at that drone footage, is that they have opened up the sunroof. There's very limited cloud coverage. That means that that course is hot. And if it's hot, that means that you are probably going to be sapping a lot more of your energy on every single stroke. That makes it difficult to stay hydrated. That makes it difficult to keep your salt and other energy levels at an optimal space so that you can race. We're going to see how this affects our racers as we start seeing them come in. We're starting to see a little bit of action behind that last point right there, but we're just not seeing those racers yet. And based on the timing we saw from our race last week at Surf Park, we are seeing a little bit of slower paddling here today. Now that does happen occasionally. That's the thing about canoe paddling. We're talking about live conditions and everyone's dealing with it. So that means that all of these times will probably be a little bit slower than what we've seen. That makes this championship race one of the hardest fought battles all season. Woohoo! Uh-oh. We got some more support here. We got some more support here. Now, we've got some big shout outs from our chat. Our chat is lighting up like a Christmas tree right now. Nancy I60, big mahalo for sharing your mahalo of sharing canoe paddling. I'm in picture right now. I told you, our production crew is dialing it in so you get to see my funky old face. Oh, I'm out of here because we're starting to see some drone coverage. We're starting to see a few paddlers. make their way on over, and it is official. We are seeing our first paddler making their way over. Nice, smooth, beautiful, big stroke coming over here. Oh, and that drone is locked in on our paddler right here. Now, what I'm seeing right here, I don't see the number just yet. And we got our microphone kind of making its way on over, which is good. But what I'm seeing here is canoe number 22. 2220. That's 2220. Oh, yeah, I think I know I can tell exactly who that is. That's Josh Allen on the short course OC1 40 to 59. Now that's an all-star paddler here in Keoa. He knows these waters, and you can tell he's pressing that Aries with all his might. He's got a great biomechanics for paddling. He looks like he's long, he looks like he's strong, and he is smooth with every stroke. Our drone is locked in on his paddling right now. We see him working his way along the shoreline. That shows a deep confidence and understanding in these waters here. Like I said, these waters can be very tricky to navigate. Any of our snorkelers over here can tell you that. It's tricky to find a good spot to get out in the water, but it sure looks like Josh Allen has a very good mindset for this waters. He's smoothly making his way over, and it looks like unofficially he will be our first place finisher on the short course overall, ladies and gentlemen. We got another big shout out. Let's go, cool boy. Get it, Hammer. I love hearing that. That man is a hammer. He's in the novice race, but I don't know. I mean, I think he could probably make it in the open race as well. You got paddlers that have been dialing it in all season, and you can start seeing all that work come to fruition here. We got another paddler here. Oh boy, that looks like another Keoa paddler if you ask me. That's number 2127. And according to my official records, I don't have them here. Now, unofficially, that looks like Trey Green to me, which is actually one of the other coaches here for Keoa, and that would make sense. He understands this water, he trains in this ocean regularly, and right behind my shoulders, I'm seeing our first paddler make their way across those rocks, and that tells us that we are going to start seeing the finish to our short course race. Our drone operator is working tirelessly to keep an eye out for every single racer we can. We're going to shout out as many racers as we can, because regardless of where you finish, you have put in a lot of efforts in this race. Looks hot, looks long, it looks like these guys are ready for a paina afterwards. Woo! Look at that. Beautiful blue and white Gemini. Number 2230. In sync, moving it. 2230. Oh, and those were our top finishers at the Yamagata Challenge and at the Surf Park race for the two-man race. That is Short Stack and Skyscraper. They're back at it. I think I see Skyscraper in the back. Looks like Short Stack in the front, or it could be vice versa. But they look in sync is what exactly you need to move that two-man canoe together. That is them moving. It looks like unofficially they will be the first place finishers in the OC2, adult and junior, 12 and under. We're seeing them in, and on the inside line there, we got a big battle unfolding. I can almost guarantee you those paddlers have been stroke for stroke this entire time. And there they go with the last mile to go until the finish line. There's my main man, 294. Is that Kona right there? Shucks, that might be Kona right there. Well, I'll just let you guys look at this battle going on. You can see each one trying to work off each other, try not to get overblown from each other. That's canoe number 294. That's Kona Vai on the outside. And on the inside, we got our drone linking in. That's my man Dirty and his boy Logan. That's 2054. I want to give you their official name, 2054. L and L against Kona Vai. They are about ama to ama, and they're gonna probably make their way ama to ama until the very finish of this race. This is extremely exciting. On the picture-in-picture, that's that small screen on the bottom right-hand side of your screen, you are going to see our finisher cam. So if you want to keep a close eye on just the finisher cam, you're going to see that orange buoy on the bottom right-hand side. There's my main man, Kekai Gladden on the short course, OC1, 50 to 59. Boy, he's running those rocks real close. He's probably trying to catch a little bit of that swell pushback off of the rocks, because if the swell goes one way, it's got to come back the other way. Looks to me like he's catching that. We got some great audience members here checking out the finish, and there is unofficially our first finisher actually through the finisher cam right now. You're going to see that beautiful yellow canoe make its way across our finisher cam footage, and that does look unofficially like it's Josh Allen, one of the steersmen here, one of the top-notch steersmen here for Keoa Canoe Club. Good race, Josh. Way to go, way to go. We got the finisher cam going because we got some more finishers here. Oh, and back to our buttery smooth drone footage. We got another battle going on. We got an OC2 and an OC1 just nipping at their tail right there. That's another Gemini, a highly popular canoe for our two-man paddlers. Heck, I got one too. That's looks like canoe 1900. Team Hookie. Looks like a couple Keho paddlers if you ask me. And just nipping at their butts, making a move right there. 1675. Unofficially, that's Caniela Fernandez. Caniella's making a move, pushing that canoe, trying to get past as much as they can. Woohoo! We're hearing the cheers from the crowd over here. Our finisher cam is locked in on our finisher buoy here. You might even hear a few cheers, but our drone is locked in on this battle going on between OC2, that's two paddlers, and OC1, that's that one-person paddler right there. And it looks like they're going to jockey and fight for a position to see who can come on the inside of that point first. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I love to see. Oh, there's our boy! Shucks! Shucks. Oh boy. Oh yeah, here we see it coming in. Oh, we got some. That was right set up right next to us. We saw his start. That's 2-2-2-7-0. That's my main man, Spiky, right there with his boy. Spiky's looking smooth. That's a big, strong paddler from all few different clubs here. Used to paddle with us at Keho 2270. Now, unofficially, I do not have their name here, but that looks like my main man, Spiky. I can recognize that wave blade anywhere. We see the rest of our short course finishers coming in here. That looks like canoe number 1990. Yeah, and that one as well. Now I gotta make sure my records are fully up to date here. But yeah, we may have seen a registration later on in the day, but we do see them pushing that volare, really pushing towards those rocks. You gotta know what you're doing if you're getting that close. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got a three-person battle. 232, that's my man Steve, and that's Katie right there. Steve and Katie, their official name is Just Us. That's Katie. She sponsored the prize package for the Yamagata Challenge 60 Plus division, and those are some legacy paddlers that are pushing it against some hard-fought junior paddlers on the inside right there. Well, 2232. We got 2232. That's Vladimir Vondrak going stroke for stroke with that junior paddler. 2047. That's Kenny Takaki. Kenny Takaki has been putting it down for every race that we have seen. I recognize that. I've seen that yellow Ehukai going around. We know that's Sam Barron's brother right there. We love seeing these Ohana get together. Sam, we hope to see you in the canoe soon, buddy. Your brother's putting it down out in the water. Our finisher cam is locked in there. You'll see picture in picture. You'll see the paddlers start to splash each other, start to have a nice finish as they try and get rid of some of the heat in their body built up from this awesome race. That's my man. I see you, PJ. That's Paul Jeffries, number 20. Oh, excuse me, number 83, Paul Jeffries in the short course, 60 to 69, feeling fine division. PJ, I can battle that guy all the time and he will still get the best of me sometimes. PJ's a hard-fought paddler who works his tail off. We got another paddler right on his back. 21:43. That's 21:43. Amanda Giannis, you go, Amanda. Yeah, we just saw her family over here. Amanda Giannis is coming in strong. You go, Amanda. We got our finisher cam locked in on that picture-to-picture. You might even see a couple tourists walking by. They just love walking by and getting wet in the water, so you got to keep an eye out for them. But the main idea is our canoe paddling. This is our championship race right here. I see it. Whoa, that's a big stroke from 22:11 right there. Oh, I knew it. That's Paul Young right there. Paul Young in a V1. Paul Young in a V1 short course open division. Now, Paul Young, man, interesting accent and a good stroke right there. I see you, Paul. Way to go, buddy.
171.
Oh, yeah, that's our steersman at Keho. That's Sean Roth, boy, that man is tuning up and getting ready for world sprints in Singapore this year. A lot of canoe racing happening all over, and our drone is sniffing out all our racers and making sure we give you as much coverage as possible. We just got a shaka to the drone.
22:39.
Yeah, we love seeing that 22:39. That's David Norris. Had a moment to give a shaka to the cam. You love to see it. And it looks like they got a nice, comfortable lead right in front of canoe number 119. That's John Rodriguez. I know John. Yep, that's John Rodriguez. Now the difference there is John Rodriguez is actually on the long course, 60 plus division. So we're starting to see some long course finishers making their way over, and you can tell because their stroke is a little bit different, a little bit longer. Oh, that's my main man, Mark. That's Mark right there. I can tell you, Mark Axelson, he's finishing the short course, OC1, 40 to 59 division. So we're starting to see our long course finishers towards the front. We're starting to see our short course finishers who are finishing towards the back, and they're all coming together at the same time. So make sure you stay glued to that finisher cam. Make sure you keep an eye on this drone footage. Oh, we got 279. Looks like two junior paddlers, Barbecue and Mustard. OC2 Junior.
42.
Oh, they're working with our girl. I don't see it officially here. She may have registered after, but that looks like April to me. That's April right there, working her tail off with a bunch of juniors, and those juniors will run you ragged.
2046.
2046 right behind them. Scott Turgeon finishing the short course OC1, 40 to 59. That's a very competitive division. 40 to 59. People say 40s are the new 30s for paddlers. So there's a lot going on there. And we've got a whole pack of racers coming in behind them. I'm seeing my main man, Sean Roth, come in on the finish line here. So if you stay glued there, you'll see that. We've got canoe number 49, Chuck Thompson on the OC1, 70 plus division. Chuck, that's impressive. I would hope to have that much energy at that age. You go, Chuck. 1987. We saw her right next to us, just getting ready. That's Danielle Benke. Danielle, way to go, Danielle. She's on the OC1 40 to 59 short course, and she's trying to catch her man right there.
22:27.
Oh, that's Jeremy right there. 22:27. Jeremy. Boy, I recognize that canoe anywhere. It's shiny. It's beautiful. That's one of our canoe paddlers from Keho, and that was Shucks. 22.
22:27. That was 22:27. Now
Perfect.
1862.
Jeremy Manassas, I wanted to give you that, buddy. And then 1862. John Little with a nice big brimmed hat. Big press. Now you'll see on John Little's canoe paddle, he's actually got a quick blade. It looks like that Stingray style of blade. It's much smaller and it'll actually promote a higher stroke rate for our paddlers. So every decision that a paddler makes here is a little bit different and unique to every single paddler. We've got throngs of people here at the beach checking out what we're doing here because it's all about the va'a, and we are here to give a voice to the va'a. If you all want to check out what we do, we've got a link posted right here on our tent. You can help support what we do so we can make sure we bring this beautiful, buttery smooth drone coverage right to your device. We got some more paddlers we're locked in on here. 2083. 2083. That is Lucky Cat, short course OC2 50 plus division. Lucky Cat, looks like their stroker is making sure they're keeping it nice and short, and the back of their canoe is making it nice and long. Now we'll see how that works out for Lucky Cat on this finish. They'll be coming in real soon. But our drone is locked in. We got another battle happening in, another race within a race. 281. Junior Va'a boys. Junior Va'a boys coming in. Those juniors, we spoke about it with Mikey Acal from the very beginning of our broadcast 2 races ago. Those Junior Va'a boys are strong and mean. I recognize that big man anywhere. That's my guy. I paddle Molokai with him. That's number 19, Sylvester Orozco, with a big, powerful stroke. Good job, Sylvester. Way to go. Oh, catching a little bump there on the inside. 2056. Is that who I think it is? 2056. Actually, unofficially, I don't have it on here, but
Miley Brown.
it does look like Miley Brown to me. We'll get that officially corrected, but man, look at that stroke, and she knows exactly when to pick it up to catch just a little bit of that ocean current energy and try and push forward as much as she can. We got families coming in. We saw Spiky come in. Man, it was looking smooth and strong, baby. We got our friends all around us here. We've been getting some extremely positive support from our canoe paddling ohana, so thank you all so much. Whoa, our drone is locked back in. We apologize for any mistakes we made here or any sort of adjustments we had to make here around our area, but we're locked in on canoe number 2061. Man, that's a nice pace right there. 2061. Be hard to follow, but you got to do what you got to do. That's Linda Lee Daggett. That's an OC1 novice finisher in the short course. So we got a short course finisher there. We're all intermingled with our short course and our long course racers here, but no matter what, we've got a very exciting finish here today. Our drone is lingering right around that point, and that's where you're going to start seeing the extreme battle conditions start to make their way towards the finish. These paddlers have been working for 8 miles and 12 miles to have a nice, clean finish all the way here at Honaunau Bay. There we see another battle. Our drone is locked in on it, and I just love seeing this kind of thing. 808, that's Charisse. 99, is that Luis? Charisse and Luis. Look at that stroke. They are stroke, literally. Stroke for stroke. A little off right now, and we're going to see who pays off here. Luis is on the inside. Charisse is just on the outside. And I'll tell you what, they're going to be talking about this a whole time over lunch because those holes are moving at almost the exact same speed, and that kind of thing is so hard to deal with. I will tell you what, you've been paddling for 8 miles, you've been paddling for 12 miles, and this stinker right next to you just will not give up at all. I guess neither will you, so that's part of the fun. We got 2260 coming in. Nice short stroke there. Looks like they're trying to press forward. 2260 is Shane Parrish. That's an OC1 junior division. So Shane Paris is working that canoe, and a lot of times kids can get a much higher stroke rate and not build up as much lactic acid as us adults. I'm seeing a V1 here, that's 179, and that looks like a junior Va'a paddler to me. 179, 179. We don't have that officially. That might be one of our late stage entries. We'll make sure we get that as we can on the coverage. Now, paddle number 2001. Oh, Arietta Ariana Schwarzkopf. I saw her mother earlier. That's another top-notch ace junior paddler. All right, we got some other one. We got a big mahalo and a big shout out to our Moku Okeave juniors. So if you're a junior out there, you are doing great and we support you. Looks like we got canoe number 61. 61 out there. That's Susan O'Shaughnessy. Susan is a 70-plus division racer on the short course. You go, Susan. Don't ever stop, girl. You look strong as heck. Our drone's boogieing back out there. They're looking at what we got going on here. Looks like we got a few more silver-haired foxes up there. Some more of our legacy paddlers right there. That's number 162, Suzanne Jarvinen. Suzanne Jarvinen. And I knew it. That's my OC1 70-plus division on the short course, and she still looks good. You go, Suzanne. Oh, man. This is what I love to see. Those canoes right next to each other. I mean, you got the whole ocean. You could go anywhere in the ocean. And these paddlers are right next to each other.
1876.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're keeping an eye on 1876. That's Irina Baker, our 70-plus division for the OC1 division. Our drone's going to stick with them. They're going to start boogieing their way back. You might even get a look at our production team as that drone makes its way back. We're going to keep an eye on these finishers right here. We're going to bring you back to the finisher cam live right here so you can get a look and a feel of all the awesome action that's right here on the rocks at Honaunau Bay. You can take a look at these finishers. You can take a look at that action and just take a moment to look at that buttery, smooth drone footage. Chee-hoo, ladies and gentlemen. And we're back on our finisher cam. We got our eyes on the prize right here, just to the left of that screen, and you can't quite see it here. There is an orange buoy, but what you'll start seeing is the paddlers wrap up their strokes and start to finish up right along that orange buoy that our awesome production crew just put into screen. If you can't quite see it, it's on the left-hand side of your screen, and they got to make it all the way from that point back there to that buoy. Once they get to that buoy, right in front of those snorkelers who have chosen an interesting day to go snorkeling, they need to watch out for them and go on and finish up there. We're going to get back to our drone footage very soon. We wanted to give you viewers a nice, healthy look at this finisher site because we see the race out in the ocean, and then we got to see how it culminates at the end. You got to push all the way through, and we're seeing some canoe paddlers that are trying to make an effort, trying to make a push. We're even seeing some keiki in the way right there, and we can't stop them. Those keiki are all over. There's my man PJ. Way to go, PJ. We got shakas on the cam from PJ. You just saw him finish his race. My man in the 60-plus division, and he'll still whoop your tuchus if you try and go against him. I can tell you from experience. We're going and sending our drone back out into the sky so we can take a look at some more of these long course finishers. Most of our short course finishers have finished the race. You see that orange buoy right there? That's where every finisher will be finishing their race. I'm telling you right now, all along these rocks, we've got people checking it out, and they are on the edge of their seats as they see these canoe paddlers come in. I'm seeing a 3-person boogie all the way on the inside here. We're gonna bring back that picture-in-picture when we get a chance, but right now, we just want you to take in that nice drone footage while we set up the shots that you like to see of that action out on the ocean.
2104.
Cool. Koa M 2104 battling for that finish. V1 Junior short course. Looks like 2095 right nipping at his tail. 2095 is Catherine Keith, also novice paddler, OC1 short course. That's 2182 we're locked on. Oh, that's Kealohivai Huacho. Also finishing the short course OC1 Junior. That's 8 miles, which is not easy for any junior paddler. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so stinking stoked for this canoe paddling. My production team had to put on some earplugs so they wouldn't be offended by what I got going on here. We got 1692 here, and I hope you all at home are appreciating it because we love to see it. Looks like 1692 right here. Oh, sticks and tiny bubbles. Sticks and tiny bubbles. OC2, 19 to 49. 19 to 49, OC2. Sticks and tiny bubbles going on there. Oh, yeah, you've seen them a lot. Looks like someone's got their number on the long course. That's about 209. That's Honaunau and Jim, the brothers. But they're still pushing it strong in that long course. That means we got our long course finishers coming in. That's 711. 711, Luis Hodges. Luis Hodges on the OC1 70-plus division. Big mahalo again to our Dream Believer sponsors for bringing this coverage straight to your door, straight to your device. That's 2027. Amalia, Noble, and on the inside, that's my coach right there. That's Chase working his Aries. That's a boat builder and an expert paddler. Chase is making his way on the inside. Looks like he's made a move on those ladies. 1852 is what we're seeing on the outside. That's Tristan Kainoa. A lot of junior paddlers out there on a junior division. That's another short course group of paddlers right there. We're going back out to check out and sniff out where these paddlers are on the finish. We got them coming from all over. Everyone got to pick their own line, and they're coming in strong. 2201. Our awesome production team, just let me know. We got 2201. That's Noriko Weza on the short course, OC1 novice. Noriko, you got a shout out in the chat. So thanks for all you do, and you keep it up. Oh yeah, just laying out, letting y'all take a look at that coverage. 3-2-1, nice big stroke, letting that canoe glide, trying to catch that rhythm. That's 3-2-1, Amy Cook, short course, 40 to 59 division in OC1. That's an Aries, a very, very popular boat choice here on these waters. Very versatile, and it looks good in that color with that jersey. So way to go, Amy Cook. Now, we're coming in hot. We're taking a look at we got a lot of finishers coming in. Now, when these finishers come in, they just let it all hang out. They let it all lay out. So you'll probably see them just finishing up here. We got some tourists checking out our production. Shakas to the cam, tourists. Woohoo! All right, they're looking good. No shakas for us here today, but that's okay. Our drone is looking at number 2097. Oh, Carly Lay, Pasamonte. One more of our junior paddlers on the short course. A lot of those paddlers just started a few years ago, production team, so pretty exciting. Oh, there she is! Number 18 herself. Give us a big mahalo right here at our tent. That's Susan Shaw. Susan Shaw is in the OC1 70-plus division. She would dominate that 80-plus division. She's a rock star, and we do believe that she is one of our Dream Believer sponsors. Thank you so much, Susan, and keep on doing what you're doing. You inspire all of us, lady. We got 22-29. 22-29. Oh, our production crew recognizes that stroke right there. That's Leonala Pasamonte. Leonala Pasamonte on the short course OC1 19 to 39 division. 19 to 39 division. That's a great smooth stroke, and that's how you're going to make it all the way home. Our drone is going back out there, Sniffing out some more of our racers. Nice rotation on that one. That looks like a V1 right there. That's 21.35. You'll see a few more strokes on one side than the other, more likely than not on our V1s there. That's 21.35. Sean Kaava. Sean Kaava has been top of the leaderboards lately. So I could definitely tell that rotation. I could definitely tell that paddling stroke. He's definitely on the long course right now. And he's finishing with a lot of power and pride. Way to go, Sean. We got 17.05. Slightly different form there. 17.05. We got Kekoa Kanehailua. That's a junior paddler figuring it out on the short course right there. And it's hard when you're pressing against some long course paddlers and you're trying to get your stroke up with them. Now, we're seeing him settle in, we're seeing him work his way on over, and we got paddlers all over making their way in. Now, when they come on in, these paddlers have got to stay off of the course. If for whatever reason they come back on the course, we have been told by Hawaii Island Paddle Sports Association that they will take the second time that they go over the course with. We see another paddler there, looks like another V1, 1766. 1766, that's Mark Grant in the V1 40 plus division. And you see that J stroke, you see a slight pause in that stroke right there. That's because he's in a V1, no rudder, butt naked on the bottom, and they just got to work it the way they can to move that canoe where they want to put it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Big Wave Media, Hawaii. We got the best coverage of outrigger canoe paddling anywhere on the island right now, and we're bringing it to you live right here. You're seeing that battle unfold right there, stroke for stroke. That's my man. We got to catch up with him at last week's race. That's Eddie Hayward on 53 in a V1. That is a V1 battle that our drone is locked in on. We got 376, 316. Eddie Hayward battling it out with Bugs Luta. Bugs Luta, a powerful paddler here at Honaunau. Now that is a beautiful sight to see. Oh, you see their canoes come close together, and the cutoff on Eddie Hayward right there from Bugs, ruining his line and affecting all of his momentum. Our drone is there to cover it. They got the whole ocean to paddle, and somehow they end up just right next to each other. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's all about. There's my main man. We got shakas going all the way around. We got the Keiki Okeave right over here. Way to go, boys. Hey, nice race, Logan. Good job, my man. We got shakas coming all over. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is John Gamagog. John Gamagog also in the V1, just sniffing out those paddlers right in front of them, moving that ama, and the lightest he can make that ama, the less drag on his canoe. So it is very wise to have good balance and good movement on these canoes. We're going to see what the exciting finish to that V1 race was right as soon as we take a look at this finisher cam. But right here we got, oh yeah, 420. 420, Trey Green, OC1, long course in the Vela. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Nice stroke, good release at the end right there. Moving that thing, that's 1501. July Akeo Kyoto. Short course OC1 junior paddler. All paddlers, whether it's the long course, whether it's the short course, they all have to work through the same divisions there. Oh, that's my man Jim. Jim is also, Jim Kilgore, 331. Jim Kilgore. That is a top-notch V1 paddler. He paddles at a Keoho Canoe Club. He's all over the place. That man has been working his tail off, and he's developed into quite a strong paddler. Heck, I cannot even see him when I paddle against that guy. We got some more paddlers coming in.
2050.
That Green Aries is 2050. 2050 unofficially. They registered a little bit too late. I'm not seeing them on my official registrar yet. we'll try our best to get those racers here later. If you're in the chat and you know the name of those racers, please put it in here so we can also call them out too. Some of our late registrants, they have not been able to join us on our official registrar just yet, but we will give you as many of these racers as we possibly can. Look at that Gemini move. That's some good stroking right there from 22, 63, 22, 63. And unofficially, we cannot call their name just yet either. But our drone is going to keep it on moving. We got some beautiful footage here. That's right, silky smooth coverage of our junior paddlers. 2029, feeling fine. That is Tauri'i Hing. And you can tell, Mikey Akau and those boys at Junior, they are teaching some great techniques because that is great rotation and good smooth movement of that canoe. Oh, shucks. Our drone is locked in on another battle. And this is two titans right here. We got 1706, which is Heather Akeo, OC1 novice short course, and they're battling with that prone board on their tummy. Look at that, trying to get every stroke in, but it looks like that OC1 just might make a little bit of coverage on them and make their way in. That is not an easy one to try to work. You can see that they are on their tummy and working their way every stroke. That's 1422. Our awesome production crew let us know. That's Matthew Solomon. Now, those of you who want to check out the finisher cam, we're going to bring that back up a little bit later. We just want to stay locked in on this buttery smooth drone footage. Oh, we're seeing an OC2 make a movement on poor Matthew Solomon. 2175. There's nothing illegal about making moves and cutting off other people. I'll tell you what, it just might be in bad taste. But I'm not here to tell people what to do. That's Isaiah Mackay in the long course OC2 adult and junior. And we got another battle coming in. Looks like a junior battle right here. That's 2200. That's Alec Fearman, long course OC1, 40 to 59. And Kale Parker, a junior racer on the OC1 long course. And it looks to me like Kale, that junior racer, has a little bit of an extra hump in his paddle, and he's making his way on the outside. We're going to see the exciting conclusion to that finish right back here. Chasing them right behind, we got 1797. That's Kamuela Kainoa on the long course junior division. See that water moving, seeing that nice rotation, letting that canoe glide, baby. We got canoes coming in all over. We got our paddlers coming up. We got our keiki coming up with their boards. We got people fishing. We got people snorkeling. We got people just taking in this beautiful sunny day. The sunroof is open here at Honaunau now, and it is hot, hot, hot. Ladies and gentlemen, that looks like number 8 we're locked in on. I knew it. That is, wait a minute. It says Troy Parker Bailey. Excuse me, Theron, oh God, I knew that was Theron. Right behind him is 1416, just reaching and pressing and trying to not let Theron get away. That's Martin Free on the long course OC1 50 to 59 division. If you want any official results, you can go to Hawaii Island Paddle Sports Association website. They will be tracking the live finish. There's our girl right there, 1855. That's Cotton Candy. And they're working their tails off. We're going to be catching up with that paddler in the back. That is Janae Green. And she will be trying to join us after her race if she's got a moment. Woohoo! Oh boy, I recognize that red Ehukai. I know it. 2116. That should be a junior paddler in that canoe. 2116. Leah Labo, OC1 junior division short course. That is a hot, long, short course to still be on. And our drone has just sniffed out a 3-person battle right there. You see them all working off each other, not trying to get their heart rate too high, but trying to stay at least a stroke ahead. We got 19, 19. That's Cole Isidro. That's a junior. In the middle there, we've got 2193. 2193 is Jake Herman, 19 to 39, and then 388, that's our man. We interviewed him at the Yamagata Challenge. That's Alex Segueros right there on the long course. So we got a 60 plus division, we got a 30 division, and we got a junior division, and they're all working right off each other and then sniffing their tail right behind them. Looks like we got another junior paddler. Look at that stroke. 2045. That's Mason Torcato on the long course junior division. We got a beautiful race unfolding here. We got a great finish right here at our orange buoy. We're going to try and make sure we show that as well. But right now, we are just locked in on this silky smooth drone footage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all right here for you. Brought to you by West Hawaii Surf Shots and Big Wave Media. That's my man. He's putting in the work. I know he's putting in some extra effort with that Stingray blade. That's number 58, Earl Cox. I know him as Lenny. He's our Papa Duke. He knows exactly how to get a cup of coffee on Saturday with me and the rest of the Grumpies. Way to go, Lenny. Nice work, buddy. But you better keep it going, because right behind you is 1977. 1977. I would not want to be trailed by that paddler. That's Pulama Downing on the OC1 40 to 59 division. And she looks hungry, boy. When you got a hungry paddler behind you, you gotta keep your wits about you. It is so easy to overload your body and get exhausted out there. It's all about deep breaths, deep strokes, and great all-angle rotation. Speaking about all-angle rotation, right there, picture perfect paddling from number 187. That's Darcy Daniel on the long course OC1 50 to 59 division. Let me lay out and just look at that stroke. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh yeah, our drone had other ideas, because we are keeping an eye out here. We got a paddler chasing them right behind. That's 2155. 2155. That's Aurora Parrish. Aurora, you are in the short course junior division. You got a big shout out from our chat. Aurora, your canoe looks smooth and you are looking great. Keep up the hard work. Whoa, sorry about that. I'm in front of the camera here, but what I'm actually looking at is the drone footage. Look at that blue water. Look at those green trees. Not a cloud in sight. That tells me that these paddlers are dealing with a very hot race. It is number 2167 we're locked in on. 2167. Oh, that's Teresa Parrish. Teresa, you go too. That's a novice paddler on the short course. Teresa, you got a shout out too. And anyone on the beach checking out our coverage, you can check it live if you look at our link right here. I see a couple smiles. I see some people joining us right here. And you can also support what we do just by subscribing. Shucks, we've had some people donate financially, and that helps too, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a village. We're locked in on number 5. We caught up with him at the Yamagata Challenge. That's Troy Parker Bailey. That man is finishing strong. Might be looking for a nice cool cup of kava on the way inside. Go, Troy, go. Our drone is flying on back there, making their way to that iconic point. Now, if you see, we got a chase boat behind our paddler here. That does tell me that we're coming up on some of our last paddlers here. Those paddlers are still working their tail off. They're still moving. Oh, that's my girl. We did the Liliuokalani race once right here from Keoa Canoe Club. That's number 1527, Corinna Estabilio on the short course OC1 40 to 59 division. You go, girl. We got a few more paddlers behind them right here. We got a little bit of a battle unfolding right here. Looks like 21-23. Vea Hing on the long course OC1 19 to 39 division. And Vea looks like they're starting to turn up the jets and really start to work their way to make some distance Right behind them, we got paddle number 2941. That's 2941. 2041, pardon. 2041. Your host OC1 got kind of confused there. That's Desiree Seaver on the long course OC1 40 to 59 division. Now, I'm honored to be here with you all again. My name again is OC Juan. We're here with Big Wave Media Hawaii. We got the finisher cam getting tuned up here to show you all what some of these paddlers look like after 8 miles and after 12 miles. We got our drone locked in on our paddlers. That's number 1750 Cheyenne Kahulamu on the long course for the juniors division. And they're working those juniors. It's not easy for a kid that age to be working 12 miles. They're staying steady, staying strong, and doing exactly what they need to do. Great finish, Cheyenne. We expect you right here at the finish line in just a few minutes. We got paddlers at the finish line just taking it in. I see Darcy Daniel coming in. You go, Darcy. Way to go. Woohoo! We got paddlers all over. We got the drone locked in on number 1765. That is Lehua Grant on the OC1 40 to 49 division. Go ahead, Lehua. You finished that long course. Way to work. Way to work. Our drone is scoping it out, sniffing it out, seeing if we got any more paddlers here. We got a lot of support on the beach. We got people checking out what we're doing here. And we got people all over Honaunau Bay making sure we bring you live coverage of the Hawaii Island Paddle Sports Association Championship Race. Huge mahalo for joining us here today on our live stream. We got a lot of big support. Oh yeah, we got a lot of shout outs to give. I just wanted to let you guys know we got paddle number 2042. Eliana Seaver, Eliana, looking good, finishing that long course in the junior division. Nice, up in that stroke a little bit, trying to catch some of that swell, some of that current when they can. They're making their way on in. We got a few questions from the chat. Is the 8-mile solo women still going? There are a few 8-mile racers still on the course, finishing the short course, okay? We are looking for Ui in a red and yellow. Go Ui. If we see that red and yellow canoe, you better believe we're staying locked in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is not easy. We've got the best production crew this side of the island. We got to search this whole ocean side to try and find all of these racers. So we are trying our best to bring you as many of our racers as possible. We got another shout out. Go Corina, go! Just saw a little bit of you and your family's cheering you on in mainland Arizona. We're so proud of you, sister. Woohoo, Corinna. You got support coming at you all the way across this land. So big shout outs to you. If you guys want to link in on what we're doing, we got a live stream link right over here. You guys can join in with us. Heck, you can even support what we do. We'd love to have your support, or just a subscription would be fine. Woohoo.
I just raced.
Oh, way to go. We got a racer.
I'm representing Team Hawaii at World Sprints.
All right. We got some folks joining us from Hawaii World Sprints. Maybe we could try and link up with you in a little bit if you want to talk story.
And I are
Woohoo. All right. Nice to see you. I'm Juan Espinal. I'm here on the coverage. This is our team.
Nice.
We'll check in with you. We'll send a... Keep bringing you all this buttery smooth drone footage. Thank you for joining us. We might even get some more racers on the coverage here to talk about what it was like on the race, which is a great thing to see. Ladies and gentlemen, we're locked back in on a racer here, and we're gonna take a look at what number we got there. That looks like 1760. Oh, Lehua Grant. Way to go, Lehua. Good job. Way to go. Nice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're very lucky here today. We got a lot of people appreciating what we do. We're appreciating what you all do. Either you're watching or you're paddling. We might even get some more racers joining us here. We're going to send our producers out and make sure we bring the stories to you about everything that's happening here on the water. We love the ocean and we love you too. So thanks for joining us here for our live stream coverage of the Hawaii Island Paddle Sports Association Championship Race. You start seeing those paddlers after they cross the line, and there's a big difference. They're letting it all hang out, and they are relaxing because they just worked their tails off for 8 miles and 12 miles, and they are ready for that paina that Keoa Canoe Club's going to put on. Historically, they have been known for the best food of any canoe club. So we're gonna keep an eye out for some good vegetarian options. You don't even need a ticket for it. It's all Ohana style down here. So big mahalo to Keoa Canoe Club for helping us get down here. A canoe club that's been here for over 50 years, ladies and gentlemen. We have been here all day bringing you live stream coverage of this event. You're going to start seeing on the finisher cam, we're bringing in our paddlers, we're bringing in our drone, we're taking a nice, clean look at that beautiful sacred water. Honaunau Bay. Look at that bay. Look at that bay. You can even see your production crew. I'm throwing a big shaka from that blue tent. You probably can't see me. I'm such a small deal. Oh, we got a lot of shakas coming in. We got shakas coming in, which is a great thing to see because on that live stream, it is all smiles, baby. We got people from all over joining us from the Northeast. We got people joining us from sounds like Arizona on our live stream. We got tourists walking in front of our stream here. Shakas to the camp, big shakas right here. Hope the ocean was fun. They know how to get boogie. They know how to get wet out there. Now the paddlers are the most important part here, and we're keeping an eye on them. We got that finisher cam glued right there on that buoy so you can see that nice, strong, dramatic finish. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm right here in my oh yeah, we're getting a few more shout outs here from Corinna. Corinna, you're getting a lot of shout outs. We got a lot of shout out from, Ui. Ui is also Corinna from the Keoa Canoe Club. Okay, so we will know that. We'll keep an eye on that. Ui is Corinna. So good job. We're going to keep an eye out for that red and yellow canoe. And yeah, you better believe it. The water here is so blue. We love the ocean here in Hawaii, and we love getting to bring you all that nice coverage. Thanks again, Spiky. Sorry about moving you out of your spot, buddy. You and your boy look great. We got shakas coming from our racers. We got Linda Lee over here. She's going to join us in a little bit. We might even have Janae Green joining us in a little bit. So don't go anywhere just yet. We've got our camera stuck right here on our finisher cam. You can see people checking out the beach. You can see some tourists checking out everything that's going on. I'll tell you what, if you're a tourist and you just showed up to Honaunau today, you are probably shocked at the amount of energy here today. There's about 3 or 4 people. My man, hey, your daddy look good out there, boy. Woohoo! Way to go, my man. You do the keiki race?
No, just the short course.
Short course? You want to get on camera for a second?
Sorry, come. I'll get on camera.
All right, we got one of our keiki paddlers right here
Where's
with
the
us.
camera at?
Oh, she's right over here, getting it all dialed in for you. Woohoo! All right. Oh, we got a couple keiki paddlers. Yeah, we're gonna come right back. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Hey, you guys, here, let me move this chair for you boys. And then we got the water coming up, team. We got the water coming up here, so keep an eye on it. Yeah, you guys come right over here.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, looking good, boys, looking good. Yeah, we got our production crew just dialing it in right here. And what's your name again?
Jacoby.
Jacoby, I saw you, brother. You swam and picked up your paddle. Way to go, Jacoby. Good job. What's your name?
Zion.
Zion? My man, good job. We got Jacoby here. We got Zion in the house, and me as OC1 bringing you all this live coverage. Now, boys, you guys did a race today. What race did you do, Jacoby?
I did short course.
Short course out there, 8 miles.
Yep.
Whoa, what about you, Zion?
Short course.
Short course, my man. Did you guys paddle OC1 or V1s?
OC2. OC2.
What, you guys paddled together?
Yep.
What was the name of your crew?
Barbecue and mustard.
That was barbecue and mustard. We officially got barbecue and mustard in the house here today. Where our production crew, our dynamite production crew, is just telling us if you guys can take a little step back right into this little wet spot. Just be careful. Do not slip. Thanks, boys. So how was it out there?
Oh, it was pretty good. It got a little harder when we turned around.
Harder harder when you turn around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I felt it was like easier inside when we were going there because there was a little bit bumps.
Oh, you were trying to get some bumps?
Yeah.
Now, who was navigating? Which one of you was in charge of the rudder?
Was.
Jacoby, you were in charge of the
Yep.
rudder. Oh, you practice a lot with your dad, brother, so you're doing a good job, my man. Now, boys, we're so proud of you guys. You guys are the future of our sport here, so thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything else you want to share with our camera here?
Want to share something? Keep paddling.
That's it.
Hey, you heard it right here from Zion yourself. Keep paddling. Our drone is checking out some more of this coverage here. Boys, you guys can stick around, but we just wanted to say thank you so much for all you guys do. You guys are awesome. You guys are the future of this sport. Jacoby, Zion, barbecue, mustard, or is it barbecue and mustard?
You got it right the first time.
Oh, okay, good. I just wanted to double check. We got barbecue and mustard. Boys, you guys are awesome, and huge mahalo for joining us here. Take care, boys. Ahui ho. Woohoo! See y'all later, alligators. All right, all right. We got the Keiki Okeabe right over here, joining us right here. We're back on the coverage of our drone. Way to go, Jacoby. Way to go, Zion. Good job, boys. Woohoo! Oh, yeah. And we're locked in back on our coverage here. Looks like we got number 2026 out there. 2026 may have been a late stage entry, so we didn't get a chance to get their name just yet. If you know the name of that paddler, put it in the chat. If you're watching live, take a moment, click that subscribe button. It will help us grow. You can subscribe to West Hawaii Surf Shots. And yeah, right below this video right here, just clickety click that little button and it will help us continue to grow. Oh yeah. Oh, we got a big battle unfolding here. That's 2241. Kaya Gagnon, of course, OC1 Junior, one of those Big Island Junior paddlers. And I recognize that one working her tail off right behind her. That's 2133 Elizabeth Parker, trying to catch her, trying to make her way stroke for stroke. Her hole's moving a little bit more. Looks like she might make a move on the outside. And right on the inside, not to be left behind, that's paddler number 1883. 1883 is Vito Ream on the long course junior paddler. So Vito, we got two junior paddlers and we got Elizabeth Parker right there working between them. I would not want to be caught between a bunch of junior paddlers. Their quit is relentless. So they've got a lot of action going on and looks like they're gonna bring it in all together, ladies and gentlemen. We got that drone back in the sky. We got a chance to check in with some of our keiki paddlers. Now they were on the regular short course. That was barbecue and mustard. They were here giving us some tips. And don't forget what my main man Zion said, keep paddling. So you all keep paddling, and if you're not paddling right now, please keep watching. We've got some exciting conclusions to this dramatic race. This is the Hawaii Island Paddle Sports Association Championship race. We're also going to have some interviews with some of our racers. We're going to have some interviews with will tell you, I know Parker myself, and that is a hard-working lady, and she is working her tail off. It looks like she's making a move on the inside. It looks to me like she's trying to get right ahead, that last second push. They're both pushing, and Kaya is not going to give up. Looks like maybe just by the nose of her va'a, we look unofficially at Kaya Gagnon, followed by Elizabeth Parker. And then coming out in that three-way battle, we got Vito Ream finishing up right there. That's three people right there who just worked their tail off for 12 miles. Good job, paddlers. Good job, paddlers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look at that blue ocean. We love to see it because we love the ocean. Woohoo! We're just gonna lay out for a moment and let you all take in that beautiful ocean footage. Woohoo! And ladies and gentlemen, our drone's starting to make their way back to our coverage site here. You might see me holding a little coffee cup right up in the sky. We wanted to give a huge mahalo to one of our latest sponsors, Amanda, huge mahalo, Amanda. Woohoo! One of our Dream Believer sponsors, making sure we're caffeinated and ready to go. We got shakas going around. You can see me in my bright yellow shirt. This one came from my wife. That's the only one in our family that has style. And it looks to me like our drone is coming on in. We got shakas in the cam. Big mahalo to Amanda for your support. Thank you very much. Amanda's got all smiles and shakas right next to us. We also wanted to make sure we give a huge mahalo to Pericles Psychotherapy. That's a Maine-based relationship therapist. Thank you for helping bring this satellite coverage right to everyone's device. Huge mahalo to Meredith Osbill, our very first sponsor. And another huge mahalo to Pauahi Auto. Girl, I see you paddling all up and down this coastline, so we know you're working hard, and we appreciate you supporting us working hard. So thank you very much. We got an eye on that finisher cam. We got a few more paddlers coming in, barring any sort of mistakes. We're starting to see our chase boat come on in. That means we're bringing our coverage, our live coverage of our race to a close right here. Now, whatever you do, don't go anywhere just yet. If you're on the beach listening, you ain't got nowhere to go, so thanks for being here. If you are at home watching, please don't go anywhere, because we're gonna bring some interviewees on over. We got some hot shot paddlers coming over here. We got some hot shot coaches coming over here, and they're gonna give us some more insight on what makes this place so special and what makes canoe paddling such a great sport. So I'm gonna take a small break here. I'm gonna take a moment. We're gonna gather our ducks. We're gonna put our feathers down, because boy, oh boy, that was exciting. We got most of our paddlers in already. If you're watching this right now, make sure you take a moment to subscribe. If you don't like what we're doing, send it to your enemy. Tell them to subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all also taking a moment to donate to our efforts. We've got our Venmo link right in our description. We see the chase boat pulling up the buoy. That means it's a wrap for our race, but it is not a wrap for our coverage. We will be taking a moment, and we're gonna take a look over here, ladies and gentlemen. We got the camera back on your host. That's OC Juan. I'm not too sure what our production team wants me to do, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm here live at Honaunau Bay. We've been here all morning, bringing you all the coverage that you're looking for. We're gonna take a small break here, reset up this whole station here. Whoa, easy on the rocks, man. She's on it. She's on it. That's good. We don't want any tumbles here at Honaunau. We're going to take a small break here. We're going to gather some of our interviewees. So just in a few moments, we will be back live with some of our racers, some of our coaches, so they give you more insight on this beautiful sport. So a huge mahalo for joining us, and thank you for helping support what we love to do, so we can bring what you love to do right to your device. We'll catch up with you soon. Don't go anywhere. Hoi wa'a. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Honaunau Bay. As you can see, I am here with some more paddling royalty here. Someone who is a pivotal part of our paddling community. I wanted to invite Janae Green to our screen here today. Janae, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for being here.
Shucks, you know, our production crew, we've been putting it together and we had to come down here and cover this race. There are some iconic races that happen here, sponsored by Kiowa Canoe Club, and you were just sharing with me now for the past about 5 years, you've been developing your role as the coach, the women's coach here at Kiowa Canoe Club.
Yeah.
Now this canoe club's been here for a little while, yeah? It's got some history to it, right?
Yeah, major history. I mean, well before we were born.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1974, Kiowa became a part of the Moku Association, but well before that, Kiowa, Honaunau Canoe Club, Honaunau, Ho'okena, Miloli'i, they all would race well before the association. So it's been here a long time. We're one of the oldest canoe clubs in the state, I'm pretty sure.
Woohoo! And no, it definitely is. It's definitely one of the oldest canoe clubs on this island for sure. There's a lot of history, and anytime I come down here, there is so much mana. Can you tell, like, it feels like one big family here. Like, what is that? How do you guys have that, and how do you build that here?
Well, that is definitely our vibe for sure. We are an Ohana club. It's not easy to get here. You know what I mean? It's like you have to live near in order to make practice, and you have to, so it's very family oriented. We have practices with the kids first, then the kids bring the canoes in, and we have the women and men go together on Mondays and Thursdays, and because you want to be able to utilize driving down here, right, and being here, and the kids get done, they watch the kids, like the smaller kids, the older ones watch the smaller ones, so the mamas can paddle, and it's just, we have definitely a family vibe for sure. Yeah.
And it's so like, I get chicken skin just thinking about it right now. Like, once we're getting ready for the Liliuokalani race or your long distance race, the Calvin, the Calvin race down here. I mean, when you guys are welcoming our canoes down here, there's just always a group of people here, even in the dark light, just bringing people in, making sure we get in and traverse this shoreline safely, because you kind of have to know this water here.
Yeah, there's definitely a channel that you got to know, a boat channel, and you have to know the tides, and it makes for good steers, people, I'll tell you that.
And you all have been building, like, your canoe club is building, like, you've been with this canoe club, you said, about a little bit over 10 years now, coming back into canoe paddling, slowly making your way into the coaching position, and it looks like your leadership has really helped bring some more people on over here. Yeah,
I guess that's part of it. I have a passion, and paddling is definitely up there at the very top. Paddling in general, 1-man, 6-man, and I paddled here at Kiowa as a child, and so I knew that once my family was old enough, as soon as my kids turned 8 years old, we were back here, and I was back in the canoe, and that was in 2014. So my kids have been paddling since they were 8, steering, and just it's amazing. All of this is our family, this is our community, the whole paddling community, but Kiowa really has my heart.
No, and if you all haven't checked out Beach Mama on all the socials, you got it going on. You're covering it, you're sharing your journey. Like, you and your ladies work so hard, and you were just sharing me, even your husband is on the men's coach side. So it really is an Ohana thing down here, and people love it. Like, we're seeing more paddlers, but it sounds like you might have to get a few more canoes down here.
Yeah, right. I mean, for being such a small club, we have
AAA?
What do we know? We went into double last year.
Oh, double. Okay,
Yeah,
and we'll talk more about
triple,
that.
But
Yeah, and there's small delineation. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But we for being a small club, we have about every practice 6 canoes of women and 6 canoes of men, and that's like, if anybody's been, you understand, like, that is, and everybody is just I love everybody. It's just the best vibe. I'm just so blessed to be part of this community, and I'm just so happy that they welcome me as their coach.
Shucks, man. Great job, Miss
Thank
Janae
you.
Green.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Is there anything else you want to share? We got some big paddler. We see you, Eddie Hayward. Way to go, brother. We'll get you next time again. Is there anything else you want to share on the microphone here with the community or anyone here that's listening right now?
No, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and supporting this new live stream we got going on with. Tell me again, it is.
We're Big Wave Media,
Big
Hawaii.
Wave Media,
Woohoo!
Hawaii. Yeah.
Big Wave Media,
Yeah.
Hawaii. Thank
Yep.
you, Ms. Janae.
It's awesome. And also, when coming down here to Honaunau, just tread lightly, take your rubbish with you, and just make sure that you have love for everybody, because everybody's going through their own things. So we just have to have grace and compassion for everyone.
Yeah, man, I couldn't have said that better myself. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the respect and
Yeah.
aloha you share with all of us here regularly. And thank you very much. I know I smell some yummy food. You guys
Yes.
always put on the
Yep,
best,
there's-
Paina.
yep.
Yeah, so thank you so much. I don't want to hold you up
No,
anymore.
yeah.
Today, thank you
Thank you,
again.
thank
we really
you.
appreciate
Thanks,
you.
yeah.
And you keep up your hard
Thank
work.
you.
And we'll
if
catch up
anybody
soon.
does want to come paddle and you've been on the fence, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, women practice, 5 o'clock. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, men at 5 o'clock, and kids Monday, Thursday at 3:30. So come on down, don't be scared, I'll teach you how.
Open recruiting on the camera. I love it. Make sure you come down here to Honaunau now. They got it going on. Hui ho, and we'll catch up with our next paddler. I think we got Linda Lee crawling around here
Yes,
somewhere. She's a dynamite paddler getting ready for world sprints.
Yeah.
And thank you again,
Thank
Janae
you.
Green, for
Right
all
on.
you do. We
Boom.
love you and
Thank
your
you.
ohana.
Thank you, love you all.
Hui
Aloha.
ho. That's right, we're back and we are live with our all-star right here. I am so stoked, and I've been stoked all day actually. I get another opportunity here to catch up with Susan. Susan is one of our legacy paddlers. She has been here. You have been paddling. Like I mentioned right before, you inspire my wife and I to keep on racing and keep on keeping on. Susan, thank you for joining us here today.
I love it. And honest to God, I love what you're doing. And we all love what you're doing. Because it definitely bring us all close together just via the air. You know? Really. I love it.
And we really appreciate those kind of words, because we just came down here, we started setting up and just went for it. And it's been really amazing to see the community come together and appreciate it. It seems like it gives them a different view, a different idea of what's actually going on out there. So what do you think about seeing it from a different perspective,
I love it.
you know?
I love it because you know what? You can watch different people, you see different techniques, you can see how people maneuver, but the best part of it is you get a chance to feel like you're knowing those people. Because out here, I don't know a lot of these people, but from the air I do. And today, like I said, today I was talking to all kinds of people just from the video last week. Like, you don't know me, but you will.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
You know?
And we're always,
Yeah,
our
yeah.
drone is always looking out for Susan. We're always trying to lock in on you, because you have been pushing it. And if it's okay, now I know we talked about this earlier, but I just want to mention
say it.
again, this is our legacy 70 plus.
80.
She put it on the record. I didn't want to say it. She could be in the 80 plus division right here. Still kicking tail, still working her tush off, and still giving us rubs. I've been practicing with her on Sundays too. She stays busy. She stays frisky out there. You keep that canoe moving. Susan, you keep up your heart. No, we are certain joining us on this journey. No, truly, thank you so much for helping us keep this dream alive so we can bring more of what we all
Just
love
starting.
to do.
You're
Ah,
gonna be
shucks.
bigger than life. Right? No, I love it. It's good.
Oh,
So everybody help support these people. Big Wave Productions.
Woohoo! Thanks, Susan. That's
Okay,
awesome.
okay.
Hey, you got anything else you want to share with us?
No, I'm done.
Well,
Okay,
she
yeah,
has been on
yeah.
here. We got her on here twice. Honaunau, because we couldn't get enough of her. So, Susan, thank you so much,
you,
and
Susan.
keep up the good work.
I will.
And we will catch up with you real soon.
We will, and I'll be watching your videos all next this season.
Woohoo! Thank
Okay.
you. Hui ho and hoi ma'a.
Thank you, honey.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a tremendous morning. My name is OC1 and it has been a pleasure being with you all day here at Honaunau Bay. We've had an awesome race. We saw paddlers working their way in the long course. We saw paddlers pushing through in the short course. We got a chance to catch up with our Keoa Canoe Club coach, Janae Green. We caught up with one of our legacy paddlers, an 80-plus paddler, Susan Shaw. We got tourists piling all over this water over here. People are checking out this beautiful hot day in Honaunau Bay. I just wanted to give a huge mahalo to all our sponsors who helped put this project together. We've got businesses joining us, we've got individuals joining us, and you yourself can join us on the ground level. Hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment, send this link to some of your enemies if you don't like it, so they can have to check it out themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor to bring you this production with Big Wave Media Hawaii in partnership with our independent filmmaker Leah Lucine Carey and West Hawaii Surf Shots, courtesy of Brian Kisper. We've got a top-notch team here, and you better believe we're gonna bring you more canoe coverage, more outrigger action on a weekly basis. Keep it tuned here. Make sure you stick with us because our production is just going to get better from here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. And this is me, OC Juan, telling you hui ho and hoi va'a.